Hey there people, I'm trying something new today, a pop-up art show in the middle of Bryant Park in New York City. So I had to bring some small pieces with me. I got 7 of them in the middle of the chaos here. It's a little weird. But first we have On the Rough 42 from 9/26/13. That one is ink and watercolor. A little bit of, I just spontaneously draw the figure and then go in with watercolor a little later. It's one of my little techniques. I use it on this super rough paper. You can see the texture. But that is number 42 in the On the Rough series. And after that, on the same paper, whoops, my hat just blew away. On the same paper, we have one of my Monster a Day faces. This one is just from this week, 4/10/15. Dated Monster a Day. It's again another spontaneous one where I take ink in a dry brush technique and just draw away with it. I've done 54 of these so far. I get into these little riffs where I do one particular thing for a little while. Let's stop. This is one of my plums from 2/26/14, one of my ASMR drawings in marker. I'm gonna have to look. I don't even think I've published a video of this one yet, but there is a video of me making this one that I'll have to put up one of these times. But this is all a Shinhan marker. Once again, this one's drawn spontaneously too. Just another 5x7 right off the top of my head. And here is, I also name these randomly. So this one is called Salad Slinger. I name them with whatever comes to mind at first. So this one is ink and marker and watercolor. Not spontaneously drawn. I sit there and draw a face and pencil. And then I get my marker, my brush and ink, and I ink over the pencil in a traditional style. And then with this one, this whole background, I actually put the watercolor background down first, and then drew over that in pencil, and then ink. And finally I took some marker to kind of shade in different places. So the marker blends in with the watercolor, all making an interesting little piece. And then we have something older. This is from 3/31/03. It's called Glory. It's the 35th in my little 5x7. This is gouache on paper. This is a thicker paper, a 300 count watercolor paper. And gouache is a watercolor that's opaque. You can also thin it down, and there's like this background here is all watercolor-ish because it's thinned down gouache. Or else it's thick and opaque, like this orange gets very vibrant and opaque because that's the nature of gouache. So there is Glory. Next we have another older piece, which has no date on the back. It was before I meticulously dated everything. So I'm guessing it's from the early 2000s, I don't know, maybe middle 2000s. This is one of my Walkin' Dude series, which are just this, I don't know, I did about 10 or 12 of them. They're all 5x7, a small enough size to carry down. And they're just kind of silhouettes of strange walking positions with watercolor, cloudy backgrounds. And the watercolor clouds are just kind of streakily drawn across in this manner where they overlap each other, and maybe a watered down gouache looking at the opacity of it. But I really wish I had dated these so I know where they come from. But this is, like I said, I've got a series of about 10 of these, the Walkin' Dudes. And then the 7th piece looks like this one is all I See You. This was actually from a series of faces I drew a long time ago, and I recycled the image. I actually did this piece for 2313, but I drew this face originally at least 10 years ago, maybe 15. I drew a whole series of about 50 small faces like this, or they were smaller than this originally even. And I've used them over the years whenever I've needed a face. And this one I kind of wanted to pull out and reuse this face and make a new image out of it. And this one, once again, was drawn in pencil and then inked over with brush and ink. And then finally I went in with some Copic markers on this one. You can see I used kind of a scumbling technique to give it some texture to the color too. So where they go, there they go. Whoops. Now I'm dropping them on the floor, excuse me. Just kind of quick. All 5x7s. Let's see if they're all okay. That one looks okay. That one looks okay. Alright, I didn't smash them too badly as I threw them on the floor. Monster! I see you and the walking dude. Alright, gotta put these all back in their little plastic sleeves. And yeah, even this has little plastic sleeves. And back into my bag, so we'll catch you all another time. Out from Bryant Park.